Hello, NQ Chef here. I'm going to be doing a market recap of the trade I took on Friday, June 5th, market open. I took a loss that day, a small loss. We got one partial win, and I took a second trade that ended up in a loss. Let's get straight into it. I want to thank Christ for everything that He's brought into my life. Truly. That said, okay, I left it here. So, back up a little bit. Market open. Boom, this is market open. RTH gap we have right here. This is our new opening gap. On the day I was looking to go for shorts. I wanted price to potentially take out this high or this data wick high and continue lower. Be a classic gap and go. And we have a slight impulsive move up, and we get into this 5-minute FEG here. Price taps into there. Respect that area. This is our first presented, 931. And it gets inversed instantly. For me, I wanted these highs to be taken out first. I wanted a bigger confirmation that we are going to go down. But you see, we didn't take any meaningful swing highs here, especially this data wick high, which we had news over here. So we move down, and my targets are, my targets are here, and I was potentially look at these daily lows, but I was seeing if we can get a retracement or a reversal from this point. If not, I would look for this point. And let's see what happens. We never even tap second quadrant. Just completely displacing downwards. We take out this low, this hourly low. This also May 28th. We're in June now. It's a daily low. Look, we have a little bit of retracement, but we never get past this bearish FEG, telling us we want to go lower. And look what we did here. Now, this candle, this 1001, that's the only wick down we make. We don't go further down than this wick. Meaning, we never got a proper stop rate below these daily lows. So, yes, we did take out that low, but did we properly execute a stop rate under it? No. If anything, we took the stop rates here. In my opinion, these were the targets. Because again, we did not go low enough here to take out the stops. So even though we took out those lows, just because we wicked in my opinion, it was really, this was the real target. So now, in my eyes, I'm like, okay, we went down, we took daily lows. Now I'm thinking, okay, price is now gonna go up. Target whichever highs, or all-time highs, right? Could have just been a retracement, but I was looking for price to get this consolidation area. That's where my mind was. So For me, I wait inversion of this 958. So let's have it marked out. No imbalances. There's an imbalance. Did I wait for the imbalance? I don't know. So boom. So for this trade, I was wanting to take partials, so I was going to take a partial here. I did total 4 contracts, so 3. So let's buy another one, accept, and make it 3. And I'm pretty sure I want to take a partial there. Take 2 here, and then I honestly want to leave a runner. So let's change this to 2. Want to be more accurate. That's what I was looking for. So once you got an inversion of this, that was enough for me. And we're not going to have that runner there, because it's not going to be really relevant, but essentially my whole target was that price took out this daily low. Granted, not fully, but then we would take a trade like this, targeting here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We rally up. We get wicked in. Scary. Oh my god, we're gonna reverse. We're gonna reverse now. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? But wait. Price always wants to do that. Keep that in mind. Let's mark out this whole swing here. About there. Logically thinking, if you want to buy something, you obviously want to buy it at a cheaper price. If you want to buy milk for $10, you don't want to pay more than that. If it's 15, it's like, I don't want to buy it. So you're going to what? You're going to wait until it's back to 10 or cheaper. Right, I'm just using this logic, but now apply it in the markets. Every time you buy, the price is going to be high. It's going to be higher. It's how the DOM works, right? Especially if you're an institution that buys at large quantities. At one point, when you're buying, you're going to be raising price. Vice versa, when you're selling, you're going to be lowering price, which is, if you're buying, you're creating a premium. If you're selling, you're creating a discount. And you don't want that. So always be aware that price is going to want to retrace back into those respecting PD arrays that you're working with. So here I'm bullish. We're going to see price want to go back into the bullish PD arrays to buy at a cheaper price or to sell at a more expensive price. In this case, we're buying. And look, if we use equilibrium here, this is 50% of the whole swing, this bullish swing. We go down under it. Realize we also never close below it. And we inverse this bearish one we made, confirming that we want to go higher. Boom shaka. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is good now. We took out these highs, these little retracement highs. We're going to go higher. And I would have moved my stop loss up here now. It was about this candle be up here. Now that we took out these highs, it would have now been somewhere here. Somewhere here. Somewhere here. I don't remember. It wasn't exactly break even, but it was lower. No, I think it was more like this. Something like that. And I'm expecting price to go up now. You have no, we don't have a 3 minute yet. But we see price just dip into our break even. And from here on out, this trade was invalidated. Again, in my mind, I was thinking we're going to go back here. We're going to go back to these data wick highs at 8:30. Took out daily lows. But really what the market wanted to do is go lower. Although I believe that was a good model, it's not what the market wanted to do, which is to go lower. And I'll show you in a second. For anyone who traded June 5th, they know already what happens. Knew the opening gap wasn't filled. Those are my confidence that I want to go back up there. But we didn't. But during this trade, I was okay. I'm way too confident that we're actually going to be going up. We're not going to be going down. Like, there's no way in my mind that we're going up. And you see this whole swing here. Right around here, around this level. How can I zoom it more out? It's around this level that we have OTE. Boom, we have OTE right there. That's the golden number, right? And end somewhere 0.79. So I'm also looking at that. I'm looking at this 1 minute inversion. In my mind, I'm like, okay, there is zero way that we're gonna go lower. There's nothing there. We took out daily lows, granted not higher, but we took out enough higher time frame stops to continue higher. OT is respected here. And now I see this happening. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm re-entering. Now, I got this partial and it was on 4 contracts. So that, okay, I'll only do 3 contracts for this one because total member was 4. 1 here, 2 partials here, and the rest, the fucking last one, a runner. Boom, inversion. Now I'm waiting for an entry. I think I had one here. I was waiting for that. But I don't think we ever go into there. Again, no. Completely inverse this, and boom. For me, I'm in. My mind, I'm like a feral beast at this point. Because I'm like, okay, no, it's going to hit. I wasn't using any real logic or what the market was showing me. I was just thinking, okay, it's gonna hit. That was my mindset. So, I do 3 contracts here of this inversion. Stop loss was like here. TP's same place where I wanted before. Boom. What did I do? Wicked in. Let's go. Don't even make it past this high. This one inversion inversed. Now my only hope now is this last PD array. But you understand, in my mind, there was so much adrenaline going on. I was so convinced that this was hitting. I didn't need the candles to tell me. Like, I was just so convinced. Like, my brain just knew, okay, we're gonna win. That's how much I convinced my brain. But And here's what I learned from all this. Right now, there's A, B, and C. The traders who are A, they're just starting out. They're learning how to be profitable. They're still getting towards their first payouts. They're still learning. Even though you can get crazy trades, even though I know basically every single ICT concept, even though I can mark it out, I can see what I did wrong, I can see where price was headed, there's that psychology aspect to it. There's still so much more for me to get to B, where B is finally profitable, still room for error. B is profitable. B is actually seeing your results. B is getting the results you actually wanted to see. Right? It's not our end goals, but being at B is getting the payouts, maybe copy trading a few accounts. B is now being finally confident, okay, ball is rolling. Like we got this started. C is copy trading all the accounts, every single fucking prop firm. This is where we ultimately all want to be at. We want to be trader C. The person who can do whatever he wants because he has all that capital now. He knows how to trade. ICT made him a boss. But here's the issue. Majority of us are at A, and we want to skip B. And how does that look like? What I did Friday. And I'll give an example of what my friend did. Because we got the exact same entry, except what did he do? He didn't target here. He targeted this retracement high, which is 300 ticks. Okay, well, it was 300 ticks. About. How much is that in 4 contracts? Let's see. He did 5. $588. In how many minutes? Here's the entry. Oh no, sorry. The entry is here. And you're out here. Under 8 minutes, you're in. You made $588 in 8 minutes. Here, he did 5 contracts. He was risking more. He made $735 in 8 minutes. People don't make that in a day of working. Think about that. There's very few people who make that in a day of working. Very few. You see, what I wanted this. I wanted this whole range. But did I need that? Absolutely not. That's a different contract, so taking partials. I'm just showing you. Did I need to take all this? I didn't. You don't need to either. Especially if you're at A. Especially if you're at A. I'm at A. I have roughly 7 months into it. Again, I told you, I know every single concept, right? The nuances of them and how to apply them. Learning from ICT directly and his models, I'm still working on it. But B is mastering them. A is knowing them and being able to spot them and maybe even being able to be profitable with them. But B is knowing them 1,000% with no uncertainty. Right? So in this trade, I call myself trying to go from A to C. But what everyone needs to be doing is going from A to B. And that's what? A to C, going from someone who's unprofitable, straight copy trading, making crazy banger trades, crazy swing trades, not swing, but crazy trades that are targeting the entire range, you don't need that to see results. And even just explaining this myself as I'm making the video helps me understand it even more so. You just need to get from A to B. And from B to C, I feel like it would be even more natural. A reminder, we're trying to go from A to B. Unprofitable to profitable. So this is unprofitable, profitable, super profitable. Remember, this is the order we have to follow it through. If we can remember that, if we can be happy with not trades like this, but trades like this, we're going to see results. We're going to see results. If you're not going to let greed take over, these results will make you happy. Because you're not going to be looking at what you did today. You're going to be looking back at this month and seeing, wow, I did good. Because one loss today compared to the rest of the month is going to be nothing. Right now, my highest trading day is 900. And subconsciously, now I want to be breaking this new high that I made for myself, this new profit target. So now if I'm trading under that, or maybe making 600, 700, even 400, now that doesn't feel good because I made 900 before. How can I be satisfied with 400 now? That's another thing you want to avoid. Just because you had one really good day doesn't mean every single day has to be an amazing day. Some days can just be good. Remember, your best days are your best days for a reason. It can't be a best day every day. You can't keep breaking your all-time highs. All-time profits, I guess. Yeah. But this whole trading setup was invalidated. And I'll show you where price went. Everyone pretty much knows already. If you traded Friday, you see just a market dump. So it's an hourly. Look at the hourly candle. So this is where 10 a.m. retracement, where we could have got small long. But look at the hourly. Just remember, be modest. You're not trying to be a billionaire right now. You're not trying to make 10K a trade. You're just trying to see results. And that doesn't mean, you have to just purposely take extremely safe trades in terms of just targeting this. You got to be reasonable. You got to know, okay, is there liquidity lying here? Yeah. People who took shorts here, where they trailed to? They trailed to here. Or there are people who just entered off this short. Maybe they had, I'll show you, took short here, stop loss at this order block, or this order block. I don't know if you guys would consider that an order block anyways. Regardless, they want price to move lower. For the people that didn't leave the trades. Now where are their stop loss? They moved to here maybe. Maybe break even. Now look. It goes up. And I would say this is a proper stop rate. Right, we go up. This is the stop rate above this high. Price goes back down, respecting OTE, 1 minute inversion. We show respect to this order block. And continue displacing lower. The market just wants to go lower. Friday was a very bearish day. Some people say it was that wick that we made. We made a crazy wick on ES, and that was the target. Hourly, look at the hourly. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Next video is going to be Monday, June 8th, the trade I took there. And I'll see you then. Once again, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe.